I would like to talk a little about the reality of hell, okay? Because of course, this is the first thing you have to understand. Where do the demons come from? Saan nagagaling ang mga demonyo? Saan sila, where are they situated? And where is their headquarters? Okay? It is in hell. So we have to understand what is hell. Now, Saint Teresa of Avila, I'm sure kilala niyo po siya, had a vision of hell. She was brought by God to hell to experience the reality of what hell is all about and that there are souls in hell. Kasi may mga nagsasabi walang mga kaluluwa sa impyerno. And that is impossible. Okay? So the Lord again and again shows, pinapakita niya sa mga santo ang katotohanan na may impyerno at may mga kaluluwa sa impyerno. Even a person, remember in the Gospels, someone asked Jesus, Lord, will many be saved? Ano sabi ni Jesus? Few will find the narrow road and few will enter the narrow gate. That's why we have to understand, kapag, halimbawa, mga anghel, how many of them are in hell? The angels, nung sila ay nilikha ng Diyos, ilan sa kanila ang nasa impyerno ngayon? 1/3 are in hell. Okay? Ganyan karami, 1/3 are in hell. Mga tao, people, human beings, ilang kaya ang nasa impyerno? Remember, the demons were former angels, and the angels were pure spirits. That means that they are more superior than us. Mas mataas ang kanilang, we may say, essence, okay? Their essence is higher than human beings because tayo may laman tayo, may katawan tayo. Ang mga anghel, they are pure spirits. So they had no concupiscence, they had no original sin, wala pang mga demonyo para tuksoin sila. And they were not living in the world where there is a lot of materialism to tempt them. But imagine 1/3 of them are in hell. So how many kaya sa mga tao ang babagsak sa impyerno? At may nabasa ako mula kay Saint Augustine at Saint Thomas Aquinas. At dito ako na-shock. Sabi nila, there are more souls in hell than in heaven. What about the mercy of God? So that is a big question. What about the mercy of God? Well, the mercy of God, you have to understand, mga kapatid, the mercy of God is like this. God has a standard para tayo makapasok sa langit. Since the time of the apostles until today, yung kanyang batayan na yan ay hindi nagbabago. Okay? Today, it's very hard to reach that standard because maraming tukso ngayon, maraming distractions. Na madalas nakakalimutan ng tao ang kanyang kaluluwa. You can be so distracted with so many things that you forget your soul is present in your life. It's there within your body. And because of this, okay, imagine, if you forget, if the devil is able to do this, right? Tumatanda na tayo, no? Where was I? wait. Distractions, okay? Tama, no? Minsan mas mabilis ang utak ko kaysa sa bibig ko, no? That's why I can, so if you forget, for example, your soul, I remember one exorcism, no? Sabi ng demonyo ganito. Nagsasalita yung demonyo. It was a speaking demon. Sabi ng exorcist sa kanya, bakit ang mga taong makasalanan? Bakit parang wala silang problema sa buhay? They even have more and more pleasures. Why are you not harassing them? At sabi ng demonyo sa exorcist, of course, he was forced to tell the truth in the name of Jesus. Sabi ng demonyo, why will I torture my friends? Eh? They are already mine. Sa akin na mga yan. I have eternity to torture them. I have eternity to torture them. So I will give them more of the pleasures of the world. I will give them more money para lang makalimutan nila ang kanilang kaluluwa. Until the last moment, pag namatay na sila, then mararanasan nila ang kamatayan, pagkamatay ng isang kaluluwa. Then they will realize what it is to have a dead soul. So I will give them more and more of the world as long as they forget God totally, they forget their soul totally. The more they are distracted, the better it is for the devil. That's why kapag isang taong ganyan na makasalanan, gustong umalis ngayon sa kanyang kasalanan, that's when actually the devil attacks them. Father, bakit ngayon nagbagong buhay ako? Parang napakarami mga pagsubok. Ang daming harassments. It's because now you are not the friend of the devil. Now, parang nakita niya, uy, makalusot to sa akin. This person, this soul is about to escape from my clutches. So now, I will attack the person. Kasi mga taong ino-oppress at pinopossess, ino-obsess, madalas, it is when they want to make already a better change in their lives. Then the devil manifests himself na he has been there all along. So the angels, imagine nyo, they had all these powers. The demons have, when they were still angels, they had all these benefits of a superior nature, and yet they ended up in hell. No? So imagine yung mga tayo na mahina, maraming tukso sa mundo, tinutukso tayo ng demonyo, may laman tayo, may concupiscence. The more we have to rely on God. So the mercy of God is not, He is lowering the standards. Parang gusto pumasok sa isang universidad. It is not just kapag sinabi ng university, okay, para sa'yo, ibababa natin yung passing grade. That is unjust. Diba? If the Lord cannot lower His standards to enter heaven, but what He will do is He will give you as many chances and opportunities and all the resources na kailangan mo para makapasok sa langit. Pero paano kung ayaw mo talagang magkumpisal? Then that is already your choice. Diba? Then you end up in hell. Okay? Sa impyerno ka babagsak. And that's a reality. So sabi ni Saint Teresa of Avila, it was that vision which filled me with a very great distress that I feel at the sight of so many lost souls. Especially of those who have left the church, yung mga umalis sa pagiging Katoliko at sumama sa ibang mga sekta o kulto. Okay? For they were once members of the church by baptism. Sadly, many Catholics leave the church to join sex cults, other religions, because doon daw mas masaya, may fellowship. But yan yung gusto ng demonyo. Because the number one thing for your soul to survive on this earth is what is the food of the soul. Na kapag hindi nyo kinain na regular, mamatay ang kaluluwa ninyo. Ano? The Eucharist. The devil will give you everything, lahat ng kasiyahan sa mga fellowship, as long as he removes the mass from your life. He removes the body and blood of Jesus from your life. At pangalawa, you will also be forced to remove your relationship or destroy your relationship with Our Lady. Kaya kapag mga kulto, sekta, unang-una binabanatan nila is Our Lady. Yung ating mahal na ina. Because she is like the window that you can still go in para makapasok ka pa rin sa tahanan. So what the devil will do is he will trick you as a Catholic and say, yun na mas masaya dito. Okay? Sasama ka ngayon sa mga born again, whatever, no? And your soul dies the moment you stop receiving Holy Communion. Okay? And especially kapag you treat Mama Mary, the Mother of God, in a sacrilegious manner. I do not know, sabi ni Saint Teresa of Avila, how we can be calm when we see Satan carry so many souls away daily. The children of Fatima, alam natin yung tatlong bata, nagpakita ang ating mahal na birhen sa kanila. Sabi ni Saint Jacinta, we must pray very much to save souls from hell. So many go there, so many. Sabi nga, Our Lady of Fatima, Pray very much and make sacrifices for sinners, for many souls go to hell. Because there are none to sacrifice themselves and to pray for them. Kilala niyo si Saint Faustina, of course, no? Of the Divine Mercy. Isang santo na naman na pinakita ng Diyos sa kanya ang katotohanan ng impyerno at yung mga kaluluwa nandun sa impyerno. Sabi niya, to reflect on God's justice deepens our gratitude for His mercy and compels us to repent and seek His mercy. And if His justice terrifies us, yet His mercy gives us hope. Okay, so God will give you all that you need habang buhay ka para maligtas ka. Hindi lamang para maligtas ka so that you become holy, maging banal ka. Hindi lamang maligtas kasi may mga iba, basta makalusot na ako, Father, basta kahit ako pinamababa sa langit. Okay? That should not be. Because love wants to give always the maximum. Ayaw niya yung minimum. Okay? So what's important is that, okay, we have to make use of all the means that the Lord is giving us now to save our souls. Halimbawa, the devotion to the Divine Mercy, very important. The devotion for the last days. This is the last major devotion according to Jesus to Saint Faustina. Before the time of justice comes, the time of mercy will be given. And this is the time of mercy. So ito yung sinabi niya nung pinakita sa kanya yung impyerno. Okay? How terribly souls suffer there in hell. Consequently, I pray even more fervently for the conversion of sinners. One soul is infinitely loved by God. That's why kung gusto mo magbigay ng kagalakan sa ating Panginoon, save one sinner. That gives infinite joy to God. Imagine nyo, God has everything already. Lahat ay nasa Kanya na. What else can you give God to make Him happy? Ngunit sabi ni Jesus, if a sinner returns to the Father, there is rejoicing in heaven. Ibig sabihin, kahit ang Diyos mismo ay nagagalak, there is more joy in a sense added to God when one soul is saved. Even the angels, natutuwa ang mga anghel. Why? Because they see God who is so happy with one soul that is saved. That is why it's very important to understand how much we are loved by God. We are loved infinitely. Each soul is loved infinitely. At lahat ay ibibigay niya para maligtas yung isang kaluluwa at hindi lamang yan to become holy, to become saintly. Okay? So, if you want to give a soul to give a gift to God, like this Christmas season, convert a sinner, someone who has left the church, bring them back to the church. And this will grant a lot of joy in the heart of God, and you will also be able to experience this joy in your own soul. God's joy will overflow to your souls. Sabi ni Saint Augustine, do not despair, one of the thieves was saved. Do not presume, one of the thieves was damned. So we should not presume. Okay? We should not presume na, well, madali lang pumasok sa langit. Okay? Okay? So I will simply wait until the last day. Pag medyo may sakit na ako, mamatay na ako, doon ako makukumpisal. And that is impossible. You cannot tell God, wala akong pakialam sa iyo, throughout your entire life, I don't care about you, and then suddenly mamamatay ka na, Lord, I love you. Okay, that doesn't happen. Hindi nangyayari yan. Okay? So you can forget about that. Yung mga tao nagsasabi na, siguro pag medyo later on na lang ako makukumpisal, later on na lang akong babalik sa Diyos. That is not love. Okay? You're using God for your own personal agenda. You don't really love the Lord. Kasi parang sinasabi mo sa Kanya, sige, I will still hurt you now, I will still hurt you. Patuloy kong sasaktan ka, I will commit these sins, and I will just, even though it is hurting you, I will continue to commit them. I will just say sorry after a few years. Okay? So that cannot be love. So sabi from this book, Saints Who Saw Hell, hell is the final guarantee that what we do here and now really matters. So we are placed on this earth precisely to prepare for heaven. Tayo nilikha ng Diyos at nilagay sa mundo to make the choice. The only reason nandito tayo sa mundo is to make a choice to be with Him. That's the only reason. Did the Lord put us on this earth to be happy? Yes or no? Nilagay ba tayo ng Diyos sa mundong ito para maging masaya? Yes or no? No. Mali. God placed us on this earth para maging banal. What does holiness mean? To have a relationship with God and with one another. Why? Because pag sinabi ko, gusto ko maging pare para maging masaya, hindi ako magiging pare. Dahil hindi madali ang buhay ng pare. I have to sacrifice so many things. So I cannot tell na the Lord put me on this earth simply to enjoy all of this, all the pleasures of the world. Mali yun. We are not made for this world. We are made for the next life. Or else, when we look at the life of Jesus, you can see He has so many sufferings. At yung krus niya, no? Sobra-sobra yung mga kahirapan niya, yung pagdurusa niya. So, when you become holy, you have a deep relationship with God, a loving relationship with God, then you become happy. Then you become happy. Happiness is a result of holiness. That's why sa langit, yung kasiyahan, kagalakan, between the three persons of the Trinity is based on their love. Doon nag-uugat yung kanilang kagalakan sa pag-ibig. Sa pag-ibig. So we should never forget that. That's why sometimes to become holy, the Lord will allow crosses in our lives. Maraming kabigatan sa ating buhay. But if you learn to embrace it with love, you will experience a joy within your soul that is more intense than the pleasures that you will find in the world. I can assure you of that. Because mga santo, pag minasdan mo ang kanilang buhay, they were the most joyful people. Di ba, mga santo? But if you look at what they owned, yung mga pag-aari nila, yung pera nila, they were very simple. What was their secret? It was always love. So the more horrible we understand hell to be, the more marvelous we understand heaven to be. Okay? The more deeply we fathom what God wants to save us from, the more grateful we are that He desires to save us. Okay? So halimbawa, nag-apply ka sa isang universidad, bumagsak ka, masakit. Okay? It's painful, right? So the next time, you study better and then you pass. Okay? And you pass precisely because maybe your barkada now helps you. Nagkakaroon kayo ng mga study groups, etc. Okay? And therefore you pass. So ganun rin sa going to heaven. It is not easy, but if you ask the Lord for help and assistance, you will be able to experience all the help you need para makapasok, para makapasa. Okay? Because how holy should you be to unite with an infinitely holy? How holy dapat ang isang tao para makipag-ugnayan sa isang walang hanggang kabanalan? Infinite holiness. You have to be quite holy, di ba? So it's all God's mercy. But we have to make use of the means. So the devil can attack us through temptation, yung tukso. He can attack us extraordinarily through obsession, attack sa mind. As I mentioned, pwede siyang maglagay ng mga iba't ibang, we may say, ideya sa ating isipan. Oppression, he can attack the body. Halimbawa, binabangungot palagi tayo kapag tayo ay pupunta sa isang lugar na maraming mga spirito. Possession, of course, sinasapian. And infestation, kapag yung inyong bahay ay may mga paranormal occurrences. marami mga kababalaghan na nangyayari doon, marami mga paranormal experiences. Halimbawa, marami mga black figures, mga anino na naglalakad sa gabi, umiikot sa tahanan ninyo. Ang dami nagkakasakit doon sa tahanan na yan, sa bahay na yan. So this is what we call infestation. The devil is attacking an object. So the two targets of the devil, always, two major targets, the emotions and the mind. Okay? The devil wants to create so many emotional openings in a person. Sadness, anger, fear. Because kapag tayo bumagsak sa mga matinding mga damdamin na iyan, it attracts evil spirits at ginagatungan nila yan. Okay? Palagi nilang igagatong yung mga sugat natin. Okay? Especially if it is anger, fear, or sadness. The more fearful you are, the more sad you are or depressed, the more angry you are, automatically you can be sure. The more you are sure that an evil spirit will enter and attach to you. Because any of these three negative emotions attracts evil spirits. And they will aggravate your condition. Later on, from sadness, naging depressed ka na. Kailangan mo na kumuha ng mga medications for your depression. And also the mind, sinabi ko na kanina, the devil can put thoughts in your mind. Okay? Wala kang kwenta, magpakamatay ka na. Sa maraming mga kabataan, it's the same words always. You are worthless, kill yourself. It's all the same. Okay? So, always use spiritual warfare. Command the spirits that are attacking the mind of the young person to get out of the place. So guard your emotional life. We cannot exorcise someone who has unforgiveness. Right? Very important to. Many times, when we experience, hindi umaalis yung mga masasamang spirito sa isang tao, we ask always, have you forgiven everyone in your life? Many times, it is unforgiveness that is the main reason kaya hindi umaalis ang mga masasamang spirito. Meron silang kinakapitan. They get their energy when there is unforgiveness in the soul. Okay? So remember that giving in to our emotions, okay, our sinful temptations, the sinful temptations, is very, very dangerous because it gives power to the evil one. So constantly strengthen your will, discipline your emotions. Pag kayo ay tinukso, agad-agad labanan ninyo. Don't wait habang tumatagal. Okay? Kasi habang tumatagal, lumalakas ang tukso. Kapag may pumasok dyan na isang negative na thought, yung wala kang saysay sa buhay, okay, you are worthless. Immediately rebuke that. Okay? That is coming from the devil. That is not coming from the Lord. Automatic yan. Okay? So remove that because if you feed on that, little by little, you will start to experience, okay, the effects of listening to the devil. Okay? Babagsak ka sa napakaraming mga problema. Okay? So check your thought life also. Always be aware what you are thinking because many times, akala natin galing yung ideya na yan mula sa ating utak, pero hindi natin alam ito'y galing sa labas ng ating utak, ito'y galing sa demonyo. Don't assume that it is coming from your brain. If it is something negative at galing parang it came out of the blue, wala kang ginagawa, nakupo ka lang, biglang may pumasok dyan na ideya. Sabi ni St. Ignatius, this is from the evil one. Okay? That is from the evil spirit. Just like kapag nakupo ka, tapos may inspirasyon na pumasok sa isipan mo, sabi ni St. Ignatius, that is from a good spirit. That is from the good angel. Okay? Don't forget to discipline your body so that you are not easily triggered by the devil. If you are easily triggered to anger, check on that. Okay? Okay? Discipline it because if it is not discipline, the devil will continue to trigger that weakness. For example, we can discipline our body through fasting. Okay? denying certain pleasures that one enjoys frequently, like maybe going to Starbucks, right? Remaining silent, gusto mo makipag-chismisan, okay? Instead of speaking when the issue is not important. So these are some ways we can discipline our emotions. Para kapag dumating na ang tunay na tukso, we have the strength to be able to say no. So we can offer all of these sacrifices for reparation for our past sins, reparation to Jesus and Mama Mary, apostolate of offering for the benefit of the church, conversion of sinners, mga kaluluwa sa purgatorio, and to dominate our human fallen nature. Our Lady of Fatima, sabi niya, sacrifice yourself for sinners, and say many times, especially when you make some sacrifice, oh Jesus, it is for love of you, for the conversion of sinners and reparation for sins committed against the Immaculate Heart of Mary. So also make use of indulgences. Sabi ni Saint Teresa of Avila kay Jesus, Lord, bakit itong madre na to, parang no, she's a simple sister. She was not really very holy. Bakit nung namatay siya, nakita kong ang kanyang kaluluwa ay agad-agad pumasok sa langit? Jesus told her, because she made a lot of use of indulgences a lot of times. Okay? So let us again study and make use of indulgences. Yung mga plenary indulgence, mga partial indulgence. Napaka-importante niyan. When you're about to be judged by the Lord, you will be thankful that you have made use of all of these resources to experience God's mercy. Okay? So how do we secure our homes? I would like to talk a little about now the demons. Okay, so unang-una, hell is real at doon ang mga demonyo. It was created primarily for them. Now, who are the major demons that we will have to face in our life on this earth? Of those angels who had fallen from heaven, a third of them abide in hell. Yung pinakamatataas na mga demonyo ay nasa impyerno, doon sila tinapon. A third inhabit the air, we call them spirits of the air. And a third inhabit this world and tempt human beings. We call them the unclean spirits. Yung mga fallen angels sa impyerno, we call them demons. The fallen angels in the air, we call them the spirits of the air. The fallen angels in nature, we call them unclean spirits. Sila madalas ang nagpapanggap bilang mga engkanto, mga kapre, mga tikbalang, mga nuno sa punso. They appear in those forms. Or pwede din silang magpakita in the form of isang namatay, kamamatay lamang na isang tao. They can take the form of a dead soul, a dead person. So there are three great demonic princes who are bound together with their leader, Lucifer. Lucifer himself has primarily placed as supreme ruler and monarch of hell. Siya yung pinakamataas. He is called Satan after he fell. But the first of his allies or generals is called Asmodeus. If you're in the ministry of exorcism, you will encounter Asmodeus many times. Of course, hindi mismo si Asmodeus ang kinakalaban mo. Usually, it's one of his generals. Because Asmodeus is one of the high demons at hindi siya makaalis o makakalabas sa impyerno. Okay? He sends his demons, his followers, to attack. Hindi siya mismo. This Asmodeus had formerly been one of the cherubim, but now presides over all the vices and sinful lusts of the flesh. Next was a demon called Mammon. Okay? So Asmodeus, specialization niya ang mga kasalanan ng laman, the sins of the flesh. Si Mammon, pera, okay? Kayamanan. That is his specialty. To tempt us to greed and avarice. He had been formerly from the angelic choir of the thrones. He is now the leader of the vice of avarice. The third in rank of the henchmen of Satan is Beelzebub or Baal Zebul. You find that in the Old Testament. Okay? He had been a member of the dominions, and he is the one in charge of all occult practices, idolatry and superstition, witchcraft, Satanism. Siya ang namumuno sa mga gawain na ito. These three demons are able to send forth other malign demons who are their vassals to cause disasters or catastrophes. So there are cases, I know, na may mga kalamidad, at ginagatungan ng demonyo ang mga kalamidad na dumadating sa buhay natin. But I remember persons who used the sacramentals to protect themselves during calamities, whether it was a fire, whether it was the pandemic, okay, and they were protected from these calamities, okay, precisely because the devil can, okay, be behind a lot of these calamities or aggravate calamities. Okay, the number one demon that we usually encounter in the ministry of exorcism now is Asmodeus, especially sa mga kabataan. Okay? When we command the spirit to name itself, usually it is Asmodeus ang gumagambala at sumasapi sa mga kabataan ngayon. Okay? It is the demon that focuses on sexual sins. Sabi ni St. Alphonsus de Liguori, the founder of the Redemptorists, sabi niya that the greater number of damned enter hell on account of sexual sins. Our Lady of Fatima, sabi ng ating mahal na ina, more souls go to hell because of sins of the flesh than for any other reason. Okay? It is not because sins, sabi ni Sister Lucia, it is not because sins of chastity against chastity are the most grievous sins, but because they are the ones most people will not give up. Okay, the second demon is Mammon, the prince of vices, the vices of avarice and greed. The vice of avarice and greed expresses itself in a bewildering multitude of different sins and crimes, including theft, graft and corruption, deception, etc., etc. Okay? So ito yung mga taong sugapa sa pera. Okay? Their God is money. So this is the demon that is usually operative pag in-exercise mo sila. The last demon, major demon, is Beelzebub. He is the patron and prince of all forms of witchcraft and sorcery. Okay. What do they do? Dito sa ating bansa, napakaraming ating mga pamahiin. Why? Because what does this particular demon, what does it do? Instead of relying on God alone, papasok ang demon at sasabihin niya, God will not give you these things. Pumunta ka na lang sa occult practitioner na iyan. Di ka gagaling sa Diyos. Pumunta ka sa albularyo. Okay? Or the Lord will not guide you in your life. Pumunta ka sa manghuhula. Okay? For example, so you can see, itong mga occult practices is a sin against the first commandment because we are telling God that, Lord, hindi ka sapat sa buhay namin. I have to have my house feng shui, for example, or have all these Buddhas in my house para mag-attract ng good luck or swerte. Okay, so you're actually telling the Lord, boom, Lord, I need these other powers, these other deities because He will not give me these things. Kaya nakakalungkot, there was this case that I had. Ayaw talaga niyang bitawan yung kanyang mga pamahiin, yung kanyang mga Buddhas, yung mga feng shui. Sabi ko, why don't you want to renounce them? Sabi niya, because actually it was not me, it was another priest. But sabi niya sa paring ito, because my spiritual blessings came from God, but all my financial blessings came from Buddha. Pwede ba yan? Di ba? Pwede ba yan? Impossible yan, di ba? Because Buddha is not a God. Okay? Remember, Buddha is simply a philosopher. Okay? The philosophy of Buddhism mixed with paganism, In India and China, ginawa nilang Diyos si Buddha, but he never claimed he was God. Only Jesus Christ was the only person in history who claimed that he was God and was able to prove that he was God by resurrecting from the dead. So, halimbawa, you are grieving, okay? Nagdadalamhati ka, nandun yung mga spiritista. Okay? Baka gusto mong kausapin yung asawa mo, yung kamamatay lamang, baka gusto mong kausapin siya. Baka may mensahe ka para sa kanya. So imagine, this person will now conjure the soul of your beloved spouse. Of course, demonyo yan. Because no one has the power to call a soul from heaven, hell, or purgatory. Pag may sakit ka, nandun yung mga faith healers, witch doctors, and energy and psychic healers. Pag nababalisa ka, nandun yung mga fortune tellers. Instead of using discernment, you go to fortune tellers to make a decision. Okay? You get victimized, naging biktima ka, nandun yung mga mambabara, mangkukulam para gumanti para sa'yo. Okay? You are lonely, there are the sorcerers who can teach you how to make gayuma. Okay? Kaya kapag palagi may taong nagbibigay palagi kayo ng chocolate cake, mag-ingat po kayo. Okay? All my cases, nagtaka nga ako noon because why would gayuma be always mixed with chocolate? At sabi ng isa, Father, because you cannot taste the gayuma, okay, pag with chocolate. Okay? So, be careful kapag marami. Kasi I had cases wherein pinapakain sila ng kain naman ng kain, okay? Later, na-possess na, o okay, parang naging obsessed na, okay, sa maling tao, okay? Sa maling, to the wrong person. Okay?